Hi everyone, welcome back to the horror review. Today we're going to have a look at a series showing on Netflix called Alice in Borderland. Now it's up as an action fantasy mystery, but I think there's enough in it for it to appear here under a horror. If you haven't seen it yet, let me just read you the very short review and then we'll get into it. So, a group of bored delinquents are transported to a parallel wasteland as part of a survival game. Now, again, that really doesn't do this justice. Um, it starts off focusing on three friends who suddenly find themselves in deserted Tokyo. So one moment they're in Tokyo, there's loads of people around. The next moment, it's deserted. There's just the three of them. And they find out then that it's a survival game. Now, it is based on the manga, so if you've read the manga, you'll know what you're looking for here. This was an odd one for me because normally I tend to avoid shows and films that are either subtitled or dubbed because I find I get distracted very quickly. So if I'm trying to read subtitles, I miss parts of it. And if I'm watching the dubbed version, the voice is just throwing me and I don't feel like I can connect to the characters. But I got really intrigued by the trailer for this, so I thought I'd give her a go. And I'm really glad I did because it blew me away completely. It was really intelligent and it took you through each stage. I've actually binge watched it all in one day. I've been binge watched it all today. There's 8 episodes. Each episode is around 45 to 50 minutes long. So it'll take you about 8 hours if you want to watch the whole thing, just under. I've had a quick look. There's lots of talk about season 2, so it looks like we might be getting more, which is fantastic. On Rotten Tomatoes, it currently has a score of 83%, so it is very well liked. Variety actually said that let me just double check it for you, make sure I've got the right number here before I say anything. Where are we? Oh, here we go. So on the 19th of January this year, Variety announced that the series had been viewed by 18 million households. So that's it's quite a large amount of people have already seen it. But if you haven't taken a look and you enjoy something a little different, it's definitely worth it. Now, saying survival game, I know a lot of people will immediately go to the Hunger Games. Please don't. It's nothing like that. It's completely different. It felt like I was watching an 8 hour movie, to be honest. The story flows that well. You know how sometimes you watch a TV series and each episode has a completely different story? This flowed perfectly from one episode to the next. The story just kept building. So different things happened in each episode, but the story itself just kept on building up to the final. And I had no idea where this was going at all at any point because it kept on throwing you curveballs. So you couldn't try and guess what was going to happen. So I suggest you don't try and guess, just sit back and enjoy it because it's really amazing. It'll definitely be worth it if a second one is released as well, because I think that would do really well. There are sort of two main characters in it called Arisu and Usagi, but they're they're the main characters, but every character is important. You won't come across a single character that isn't important there at all. So it's definitely a really good series to watch. Like I said, do be aware it is either in Japanese with English subtitles or it will be dubbed. Now, personally, I would always recommend that you watch it with the subtitles because hearing the voices when it's dubbed, they just don't seem right for that character. So I personally can't deal with that at all. It was intriguing, I think is the best word for it, because without being able to guess what's going on, you have to follow the story and see where it's taking you, which is brilliant. I've had a look through what some of the characters have been in. And I've got to be honest, I haven't really seen anything else that they've been in. So the main actor in it, Kento Yamazaki, he was in The Good Doctor. So I don't know if you've seen that TV series at all, but he played Minato Shinto. Now I haven't actually watched this. I know my parents enjoy it, so some people may have seen it. But I've never taken a look at it. I've had, like I said, I've had a quick look through what else they've been in, and for me, I just don't recognize anything. I'm afraid to tell you what else to check out. Um, they have all been in a lot, so you've got some, really established actors here, and they do really take you into their parts, which is brilliant. You feel for them. There were parts of this that I nearly cried because I got attached to characters, and then when something bad happened to them, I got really upset. So it does that for you really well. If you haven't watched it yet, I do suggest taking a look before they announce season 2, because it is going to be well worth it. Like I said, not completely a horror. It is more of a mystery thriller type thing with it. But if you watch it, you'll see what I mean when I say there's enough in it for it to qualify to be here as a horror as well. But if you do like something a little different, if you like an intriguing story, this one will definitely be the one for you. Hope you enjoy it. Have fun scaring yourself. Bye.